This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
The time is precisely 1:15 p.m. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here's the news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Ramesh Pires. First, the headlines. The Consumer Affairs Authority says that the gas stocks imported by the Litro Gas Company is not up to standards required. The railway station masters are engaged in a token strike. A data network will be prepared under the E-Grama Niladhari project. A national joint program to control dengue menace in the country. And in news overseas, Amazon criticized over safety at tornado-hit warehouse. And now the local news in detail. The Consumer Affairs Authority says that the stock of gas in the gas ship imported by the Litro Gas Company is not in proper standard. Therefore, it has become an issue entering the stock of gas into the country. A decision in this regard is to be taken at a meeting to be held today. Meanwhile, gas exploding from several areas in the island have been reported yesterday and today as well. The chief advisor of the Ministry of Justice, lawyer U.R. De Silva, said that the dangerous situation of gas exploding has become at utmost level. Therefore, the people have to face severe situation if not take proper action in this regard. When inquired by the SLBC, he said that severe burning incidents, injuries and many harmful incidents to properties have also been reported. He went on to say civil cases can be filed against these two companies. As the railway service returned to normal, the commuters are compelled to use the railway services. The General Manager of Railways, Dhammika Jayasundara, said that no room will be allowed to put the railway passengers into difficulty. The Railway Station Masters Association have been engaged in a trade union action based on several problems. Meanwhile, the chairman of the association, Sumedha Somaratna, said in a media briefing held today that the association will not participate at department-level discussion to solve their existing problems. They only hope to participate for discussions beyond that. At present, the station masters are engaged in a 24-hour token strike. He said that the railway department and the government are already working on the trade union demands and will take steps to resolve them expeditiously. E-Grama Niladhari project will be implemented under the State Ministry of Home Affairs. Under this program, a data network on house and citizens is being prepared. Plans have been made to implement this program under several stages covering 14,022 Grama Niladhari divisions. The correct information of the present residence of a person can be proved through the new community-based data network. The cabinet approval has been received for the proposal submitted by the President as the Defence Minister. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
A range of unmatched benefits with People's Credit Cards from People's Bank.
Minister Prasanna Ranatunga says that 24,773 tourists have visited the island during the past 12 days of this month. Since the opening of the country, 129,762 tourist arrivals have been recorded up to last Sunday. Many of the tourists include from countries India, Maldives, Russia, Britain, Germany, Australia, France and Canada. Raja Idrisuria has been appointed as the chairman of the BOI by the President. And that concludes local news.
A range of unmatched benefits with People's Credit Cards from People's Bank. Discounts up to 60% and interest-free installment plans from selected merchants.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
On to the main news story. The dengue epidemic has become the main public health issue in the country. 25,916 dengue patients have been identified by November this year. 19 deaths were reported. The Ministry of Health has planned a joint national program with the relevant sectors to prevent the risk of dengue menace with the active monsoon rains further. Several proposals have been submitted by the President in this regard. Cabinet approval has been received to implement these proposals. And that was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Sidhale Vedamahatmya.
In March night, the residents in Tangol complains that the road from Veerakatiya to Viharandeniya at Gallamulla Beliatta Road is in a dilapidated condition. Therefore, the passengers are facing many difficulties in rainy days. They request the relevant authorities to renovate these roads soon. This is for the attention of the Southern Province Road Development Authority. And that came to you in Watchlight.
Coming up, World News.
Moving on to a bulletin of world news. First, the headlines. Amazon criticized over safety at tornado hit warehouse. The first UK death recorded with Omicron variant. A magnitude 7.3 quake hits off Indonesia. Now the world news in detail. Amazon is facing questions over health and safety policies at a warehouse in the US state of Illinois after 6 workers died when the building was destroyed by a tornado. This never would have happened if they cared about lives over productivity, the sister of one of the victims commented on social media. The company says its team had worked quickly in response to the tornado. The roof collapsed as the storm hit the warehouse on Friday. Kelly Nantel, an Amazon spokesman, said in a statement the company is deeply saddened by the deaths. At least one person in the UK has died with the Omicron coronavirus variant. Prime Minister Boris Johnson said the new variant was also resulting in hospital admissions and the best thing people could do was to get their booster jab. The Health Secretary, Sajid Javid, told MPs Omicron now represents 20% of cases in England. The Prime Minister has set a new target for all adults in England to be offered a booster by the end of the month. Mr. Johnson said people needed to recognize the sheer pace at which Omicron accelerates through the population and that they should set aside the idea that Omicron was a milder variant. The US Geological Survey says a magnitude 7.3 quake hit an area of Indonesia early this morning. The quake's epicenter is estimated at about 18 kilometers deep underground. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration of the United States and other agencies are studying whether the quake triggered a tsunami. Back to the headlines of the world news. Amazon criticized over safety at tornado hit warehouse. The first UK death recorded with Omicron variant. A magnitude 7.3 quake hits off Indonesia. And that concludes World News.
Development News is brought to you by Let's take all out of the coconut tree and make the island thriving and prosperous. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
On to Development News. The construction work of the new community water supply scheme in Veerapana Tavalama in Galle has begun. 180 families will be benefit from the scheme. The Galle District Office of the Community Water Supply Department said that 1.5 million rupees has been allocated in this regard. And that came to you in Development News.
Development News was brought to you by the coconut tree is well grown in almost all the parts of the island. It is an exceptional source of extra income. The shell, the husk and almost all the parts of the coconut tree makes you money, providing you with an excellent extra source of income. It will also help to nourish the economy of the country. You will be guided with all necessary informations regarding the coconut cultivation, with the novel cultivation techniques and all other related and upgraded informations by the Coconut Research Institute, Lunavilla. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
Moving on with sports news.
Moving on to sports news, it's cricket. Another 2 matches of the LPL tournament will be held today at the R. Premadasa Stadium. The match between Colombo Stars and Kandy Warriors are to be completed. The match will begin at 3 p.m. The match between Dambulla Giants and Galle Gladiators are to be commenced at 7:30 p.m. today. Meanwhile, Jaffna Kings is leading at the points table of the LPL tournament. They have won 5 matches out of the 6 they participated. Dumbledore Giants is in the second place, while third place has been secured by Gaul Gladiators team. And that's sports news.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners. From October 1st, 2021 to September 30th, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency through NSB U Trust for 6 months consecutively. Send more money and increase the chances of winning.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The Ceylon Chamber of Commerce is proud to announce the launch of the Chamber Membership Privilege Card, offering members access to an extensive range of privileges and benefits. The membership card will enable members of the Chamber to benefit from a wide range of exclusive rates, offers, discounts and other privileges courtesy of an island-wide network of diverse partners and retail merchants. And that was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
A program to allocate lands from the regional industrial zone to establish industries is being implemented. 2 committees have been appointed to identify suitable investors for the program. The committees have studied 27 project proposals to be implemented in the industrial zones. Director employment opportunities will be generated through the implementation of the program. The cabinet approval has been received to allocate lands for 35-year long-term leasing basis. That was Economic News.
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
The Weather Report.
And finally, on to the weather report. The Met Department says that the northeast monsoon is gradually establishing over the island. A low-level atmospheric disturbance is developing to the south of Sri Lanka. Under the influence of the system, cloudy skies can be expected in the southern half of the island. Showers will occur at times in the eastern, central and Uva provinces and in Matara, Hambantota and Polonnaruwa districts. Fairly heavy falls, about 75 millimeters, can be expected at some places in these areas. Several spells of showers will occur in the northern province and in the Anuradhapura district. Showers or thunder showers will occur elsewhere during an evening or night. Fairly heavy falls, about 75 millimeters, can be expected at some places in these areas. And that was the weather report. And to end this news broadcast, a recap of the main news headlines. The Consumer Affairs Authority says that the gas stocks imported by the Litrogas is not up to required standards. The railway station masters are engaged in a token strike. A data network will be prepared under the E-Grama Niladhari project. A national joint program to control dengue menace in the country. In news overseas, Amazon criticized over safety at tornado-hit warehouse. And that concludes this news broadcast from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.